Alright, so another day and another message from the viewer, and this time we have a Gary who lives in exactly the same state as I live in New South Wales in Australia. And Gary sent me this message about his adverse reaction, so let's have a look at what Gary writes down. Hello Nick, my name is Gary and I live in New South Wales, Australia. I have had ongoing adverse reactions since late October after my second shot of AZ. Feel free to share this and I can back some of this up with some reports that I have as being a real person and not making this up. Pretty much started not long after my shot. First shot went pretty much as I was informed as was what would happen, except I had pins and needles in my hands for a few weeks. This slowly cleared up and I went pretty much back to normal. Was told second shot would not affect me much, but within hours my arm started aching from injection site down to my elbow. Over the next week it spread down to my wrist and up to my shoulder. Around this time started to get the tingling feeling in my hands and feet. Also started getting those sharp electrical pains in my abdomen and in my legs. Over the next few weeks, those sharp pains decreased, but the numbness, especially in my feet, got worse. Things didn't change much for the next few weeks. All I complained about was my feet and bloody sore shoulder. All changed around the beginning of December. The pain started traveling up my neck and across my chest. This is when the brain fog started and the light-headed dizzy feeling started. This is when I decided to put an adverse reaction into the TGA. So TGA is basically the authority, kind of similar to the FDA, but in Australia. I think it's called Therapeutic Goods Administration or Therapeutic Goods Australia. Myself as the chemist where I got it didn't seem interested in doing this. Next day I was working and had that horrible dizzy feeling happen and had to lay down. Boss called an ambulance and was taken to the hospital 2nd of December. After many tests I was discharged that night with the nurse telling me tests came back negative and see your doctor. What's happening, I asked, didn't get any answer. Yep, quite clear. My doctor gave me a month off work and anti-inflammatory medication and also noted my blood pressure was very high. Decided to purchase some NAC as I have heard it's helping with long C and adverse reactions. My doctor told me this is all new and we don't know what to do. Seems like a very common answer everyone gets. Yep, this is totally true. A few days later, while sitting watching TV, tinnitus just turned on and still persists to this day. Was then referred to a cardiologist for assessment. EKG came back okay and was told, oh, you have an anxiety, nothing wrong with you. Yeah, this is I don't know, just I think they have to literally throw away this idea of anxiety, just say we have no answer, but just stop with this anxiety, seriously. It's already almost an insult to a patient, crazy. This was disappointing and insulting to me, of course, I can definitely understand. Only thing that came out of this may be see a neurologist for further tests. In the meantime, I am joining forums and getting help from other people in the same boat. Now I'm on a strict regime of vitamins and minerals, NAC, and just finished a course of IV over a week. This has helped me with some of my problems, yet not others. I have had MRI, CT, ultrasounds, X-rays, all show nothing. Lots of blood works which all come back as good. Only D-dimer comes back elevated. So yeah, this is the one that I already said is a bit concerning because again, I'm not a doctor, but I also had so many blood tests. And I just know that the D-dimer is responsible for the blood clots and other things. So if it is elevated, I really recommend this viewer, of course, to go further with this one because it's very sensitive. It could be something different, but yeah, if I had the same thing, I would just drill my doctors to go down this path. Next specialist is neurologist, hopefully someone that will actually treat me for what has happened, an adverse reaction to this V. I feel like we're being ignored and brushed aside, and some people just seem to avoid me like I'm just making this all up. a conspiracy theorist and anti-shot. Well, I took the shot and this is where I am now. Oh yes, I will most likely be unemployed soon as they are going to mandate the third shot, which I will not take as my health has to come first. Anyways, this is my simplified story of what happened over the last 4 months. Feel free to share. And also, Gary sent over some links. Yeah, this is very sad. Seriously, I deeply sympathize to Gary because this is horrible. I feel like I also understand that social circle completely changed because people either just don't believe you because it didn't happen to them or just consider you're making this whole thing up, which is completely bizarre. And of course the job is yeah, I feel very sorry for this viewer because you're losing your job because you're forced to get the third one, which you are still suffering from the first or the second. It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I really hope that in future, all of these people, all of us, there would be a huge compensation for all of these struggles. It's absolutely crazy. So yes, of course, I wish all the best. If I find the comment of this person somewhere in the comments of this video, I will pin it to the channel. And if this person wants to make some videos, some more evidences on their own channel, 100% I will share. And yes, I really hope that this person will get better. So yeah, that's the story for today. If you have the same issues as what was described in this message, please comment below. And yeah, maybe somebody else has exactly the same problem. So yeah, thank you very much.